Everyone enjoys seeing a superpowered character that shocks everyone and is super cool. However, it is difficult to find many anime that accomplish these things in a well-executed manner. So, today I've compiled a list of 10 anime and where MC is an overpowered transfer student who surprises everyone. Enjoy! Number 10, 100. 100 is an action, mecha, and harem show based on a light novel series written by Jun Misaki and illustrated by Nekosuke Kuma. It was directed by Tomoki Kobayashi and produced by Production IMS and was aired from April to June 2016. The plot revolves around hundreds, which are a kind of weapon that gets their name from their ability to change into many different forms, and are the only thing that can counter the mysterious life forms called Savage that is attacking Earth. Those who can wield 100 are sought out to be made into slayers, trained individuals who can use them in combat. To become a slayer, Hayato Kisaragi successfully enrolls in the Marine Academy city ship Little Garden. However, he feels a strange yet familiar sense of incongruity towards Emile Crossford, his roommate who somehow knows him from somewhere. On top of that, as soon as he enters the school, he ends up challenged to a duel by the Queen and the school's most powerful slayer, Claire Harvey. Number 9, Qualidea Code. Qualidea Code is an action, supernatural show based on a light novel series written by Koshi Tachibana, So Sugera and Wataru Watari and illustrated by Saboten, Kiyotaka Heimura, and Kantaku. It was directed by Kenichi Kawamura and produced by A1 Pictures and was aired between July and September 2016. The story takes place in a world where humankind is at war against an enemy called the Unknown. Children who were evacuated to a cold sleep facility during the invasion by the Unknown several decades ago wake up from their slumber and learn that their bodies develop supernatural abilities called World. In order to protect Japan from the Unknown emerging from the Tokyo Bay Gate, the boys and girls wage battles for the defense of the cities in the Kanto region, Tokyo, Yokohama, Kanagawa, and Chiba. Number 8, The Asterisk War. The Asterisk War is an action, harem show based on a light novel series written by Miyazaki, and illustrated by Okiura. It was directed by Kenji Seto and produced by A1 Pictures and was aired for 2 seasons at 12 episodes each from October 3, 2015, to June 18, 2016. In the previous century, an unprecedented disaster known as the Inversia drastically reformed the world. The powers of existing nations declined significantly, paving the way for a conglomerate called the Integrated Empire Foundation to assume control. But more importantly, the Inversia led to the emergence of a new species of humans who are born with phenomenal physical capabilities, the Genistella. Its elite are handpicked across the globe to attend the top 6 schools, and they duel amongst themselves in entertainment battles called festas. Ayato Amagiri is a scholarship transfer student at the prestigious Saidokan Academy, which has recently been suffering from declining performances. Through a series of events, he accidentally sees the popular Witch of Resplendent Flames, Julius Alexia von Riesfeld, half-dressed. Enraged, Julius challenges him to a duel for intruding on her privacy. After said duel is voided by the student council president, Ayato reveals that he has no interest in festas. Instead, he is enrolled in the academy to investigate the whereabouts of his missing elder sister. But when a more devious plot unravels, Ayato sets out to achieve victory, while being surrounded by some of the most talented Genistella on the planet. Number 7, Tenju Tenge. Tenju Tenge is an adventure, martial arts, supernatural show based on a manga series written and illustrated by O. Great. It was directed by Toshifumi Kawase and produced by Madhouse and was aired on TV Asahi between April to September 2004. The plot begins with Suichiro Nagi and his childhood best friend Bob Makihara going to their first day of high school at Toto Academy. They had intended to rule the school by beating up anybody that got in their way, as they had done at their previous schools. They soon learn that Toto is no ordinary high school, but rather a school that was founded to teach and integrate different fighting styles. Its students are skilled in the various arts of combat, with some students possessing supernatural abilities, such as pyrokinesis, precognition, and superhuman strength based on the abilities to use their spirit or ki in Japanese. After an altercation with the executive council, Suichiro and Bob join the only surviving club that opposes them, the Juken Club. As the storyline develops, both groups find they are becoming increasingly involved in a long-enduring conflict that was left unresolved from the Japanese feudal era by some of the characters' ancestors. Number 6, Trinity 7. Trinity 7 is a fantasy romantic comedy show based on a manga series written Kenji Saito with art by Akinari Now. It was directed by Hiroshi Nishikiori and produced by 7 Arcs Pictures and was aired on TV Tokyo between October 2014 and December 2014. The story starts one day, when the bright red sun stopped shining, causing the breakdown phenomenon, the destruction of Arata Kasuga's town, and the disappearance of the people inhabiting it. All, however, is not yet lost. By utilizing the magical grimoire given to him by his childhood friend and cousin Hijiri Kasuga, Arata's world gets artificially reconstructed. In order to investigate the phenomenon, Lilith Asami appears before Arata, whose artificial world suddenly disintegrates. He is given two choices: hand over the book, or die. However, Arata chooses the third option, enrolling in the top-secret magic school Royal Biblia Academy, where 6 other magical users await him. Together with Lilith, these 6 form the Trinity 7, the elite of the school, who each bolster their own power and skill. With the ambition to save Hijiri and the help of his newfound friends, Arata stops at nothing to prevent the destruction of his beloved hometown and to bring his best friend back. Number 5, Tokyo Majin. Tokyo Majin is an anime series, which premiered in Japan on the anime satellite TV network Animax. A large part of Tokyo Majin Gakuen, it is loosely based on a series of Japan-only video games, and is directed by Shinji Ishihara. The plot starts off when the Knights of Tokyo are disturbed by mysterious deaths involving the reborn dead, people who disappear at night and suddenly reappear during the day as a corpse. Also, as corpses are sent to the morgue to be autopsied, they disappear again, leaving signs showing that they escaped themselves. To fight these reborn dead and to prevent more deaths, mysterious transfer student, Tatsuma Hiyuu, and delinquent student, Kyuichi Aoraiji, stay up every night to fight the demons and discover the cause. They are joined by rest of the final year students at the Megami Academy, who all have supernatural powers. They must fight not only the demons, but the powerful beings controlling them, who are bent on destroying the city and the people within it. Number 4, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Chivalry of a Failed Knight is an action, fantasy, romance show based on a light novel series written by Riku Misora and illustrated by One. It was directed by Shin Unuma and Jin Tamamura and produced by Silver Link and Nexus, and was aired from October 3, 2015, December 19, 2015. There exist few humans in this world with the ability to manipulate their souls to form powerful weapons. Dubbed Blazers, these people study and train at the prestigious Hagun Academy to become mage knights. Among the students is so-called Failure Iki Kurogane, the sole F-rated blazer. However, when the worst student in the academy sees Stella Vermilion, an A-ranked blazer who also happens to be a princess, naked, she challenges him to a duel with dire stakes. The loser becomes the slave of the winner. There's no possible way that Stella can lose, right? Chivalry of a Failed Knight follows the story of Iki as he tries to prove his strength to a world that believes him to be the weakest, all the while gaining new friends, wisdom, and experience. Number 3, Food Wars. Food Wars is a comedy, cooking, slice of life show based on a manga series written by Yuto Tsukuda and illustrated by Shun Saiki with 5 seasons. It was directed by Yoshitomo Yanatani and produced by JC Staff and aired between April and September 2015. The series is set mainly at Tatsuki Saryo Culinary Institute, an elite culinary school located in Tokyo, Japan, which only a handful of students graduate from each year. Its students mostly come from Tatsuki's junior high school, but transfers are taken provided they pass the entrance exam. The campus is a wide-ranging resort with many research societies, clubs, cooking classrooms, and large arenas used for competitions. Housing varies, but the most affordable is the Polaris Dormitory, where characters have to impress the dorm matron with a dish in order to secure residence. Tatsuki also runs a chain of resort hotels, with the biggest being the Tatsuki Resort run by Jin Dojima, which is visited during Soma's first year at Tatsuki. The top student chefs occupy seats on the Council of 10 Masters, the highest governing body in the school aside from the school director. Students can initiate a shokugeki, anime, food war, a cooking fight with stipulations on the line, with any other student or alumnus. Battles fought in this way could be for cooking utensils, research society facilities, council membership, or even expulsion from the school. Number 2, World Trigger. World Trigger is an adventure, science fiction show based on a manga series written and illustrated by Daisuke Ashihara. It was directed by Mitsuru Ongo episode 148, Koji Ogawa episode 4973, Morio Hatano episode 7499, and produced by Toei Animation and aired from October 5, 2014, January 23, 2022. The narrative begins when a portal to another realm suddenly opens one day in Mikado City. From the gate, monsters known as neighbors begin to materialize. Humans are first overwhelmed when their weapons are discovered to be ineffective against neighbors, until a secret organization develops that is capable of repelling the neighbors' attacks. The group is known as the National Defense Agency, or border, and it has appropriated neighbor technology known as triggers, which enables the user to channel an internal energy known as tryon and utilize it as a weapon or for other uses. When a trigger is activated, the user's body is replaced by a battle body made of tryon, which is stronger and more resistant. Number 1, Classroom of Elite. Classroom of Elite is a psychological thriller show based on a light novel series written by Shogo Kinugasa and illustrated by Shunsaku Tomos. The anime television series adaptation by Lurchi aired from July to September 2017. A second season will premiere in July 2022, and a third season will premiere in 2023. On the surface, Koudo Ikusei Senior High School is a utopia. The students enjoy an unparalleled amount of freedom, and it is ranked highly in Japan. However, the reality is less than ideal. 4 classes, A through D, are ranked in order of merit, and only the top classes receive favorable treatment. Kiyotaka Ayanoko Uji is a student of Class D, where the school dumps its worst. There he meets the unsociable Suzune Horikita, who believes she was placed in Class D by mistake and desires to climb all the way to Class A, and the seemingly amicable class idol Kikyo Koshida, whose aim is to make as many friends as possible. While class membership is permanent, class rankings are not. Students in lower ranked classes can rise in rankings if they score better than those in the top ones. Additionally, in Class D, there are no bars on what methods can be used to get ahead. In this cutthroat school, can they prevail against the odds and reach the top? And there you have it. 10 anime where the main character is overpowered transfer student who shocks everyone. And that's been it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.